Okay, we're back playing Final Fantasy VIII, and today will probably be a short one. Because I need to do some more card grinding. So she's going to go over yet another GF tutorial about basically how to grow them, which, I've shown you. So that they gain experience just like you do. They level up just like you do, which will make them stronger, when summoned, as well as giving them more HP to take hits for you. And some of their abilities that they can learn are level dependent. Like, Ifrit can learn ammo refinement, but not until he is level 10, and since he's only at level 1, he's not going to be able to go over that for a while. I tried to do some grinding for the T-Rexor in the woods outside, and though it was possible, I do have a couple dino bones. They weren't between level 20 and 29, so they didn't drop dragon fangs, which means that I will have to level up more to actually farm them, which I will attempt to do again before leaving Balam for our next thing that's going to carry us away from it for some time. You're never really restricted from coming back here for, pretty much a long time, so yeah. Traveling in the world is actually fairly easy for most of the game. There's not a lot of hard locks to keep you in places or out of places. I'm probably wrong about that, but for at least the first disc, you tend to have free reign to go wherever you're capable of getting to, and back again without much of an issue. Yeah. The thing about GFs, though, is that their experience is basically cut into however many are junctioned to a certain person, so they will level slower than you will. It seems like they level faster, because I think they gain more experience than you do, or something like that. But, yeah. It's some weird thing about experience splitting. AP doesn't split, which is why it is far more important. So there's a couple dino bones that I got from... Thank you. That I got from killing dinosaurs out there. They're quite difficult, actually. I don't know what can you even do? I don't think you can do anything with yeah, and Ifrit learned basically just trying, because the dinosaurs are worth 10 AP each. And since I was carding them, I wasn't gaining experience, but I was gaining AP, so he learned fire magic refinement, like, really fast. I'm having him work on the strength boosting, because Bidu is going to be pretty much my GF for the entire game. Because he gets up to strength plus, I think, 60%, as well as strength bonus, which gives you an extra permanent strength upon each level up, which is why I'm trying not to level as much as I would have right now. Because I probably, went a little more overboard than I should. And I kind of want her to have elemental attack junction and strength junction as soon as possible. That's why I keep working on that. This is just get whatever I can, because the important part for Quetzalcoatl is card and card mod. Other than that, having that equipped is just kind of a bonus. I mean, yeah, it does come with magic junction, meaning that you can make it a caster, and vitality for I think this is for defense, like physical defense. And then HP, just to make your casters more viable, so it's not terrible. Yeah, here's the T-Rexor card. Not terrible, but... Also, this thing here, I got from carding a Caterpillar. As you can see on the bottom there below, it's my card totals. Says Monster Turtipod Caterpillar, which means that there's a random chance that either one of those monsters will card into this instead of its own card. which I got freaking horribly lucky on. For GF cards, as well as, I think this is more GF cards than the character cards. It will actually tell you where it is. Like, it says area, and it says, generate, because I have this card. If I were to lose this to somebody, it would remind me of where it is, so that if I wanted to go win it back, I could. Because you can never really be locked out of any kind of card unless you lose it to someone, and then you can't get back to the area to play them. And there's also times where we're going to have to intentionally lose cards to certain people to advance things, like the Queen of Cards. Like, I won the mini-mog from her son, which is that kid running around the garden. And if I go lose that back to her, she'll take it, it'll inspire her father to create a card for another character that I can then win later. Again, not necessary, and I'll go over that when it's pertinent, but not right now. Since I need to do some card grinding, I will go over, I guess, in more detail how to win at Triple Triad. And we're going to start by playing this guy here, because I need 5 more Abyss Worms for creating 100 more Tornado spells. Since I have 2 GFs that have Strength Junction, I can make 2 power physical attackers. I will use Ifrit, Minimog, Trauma, which if you don't have, you can use Biggs and Wedge, Tonberry King, and a Marble. Now, this guy didn't actually play anything I want. Now, the first thing they usually do is they always tend to put their top card in the top left. That's not a terrible place to play that, but what I want to do is I want to put Marlborough in the bottom left. Now, it is very unlikely that this player, or most players in general, will have a card that has a left 8 or a bottom 8. So this, and especially now, that Marlborough is actually exceptionally safe, because no matter what he plays, he cannot turn it over, because there's no rules that allow him to do that. So now I have to look. Like, okay, well, if I want to take the card in the top left, the Blood Soul there, I would need to play Ifrit here. So I look over and say, if I put Ifrit down, is he safe? Well, no, he's not, because they got a Behemoth, which has a 7 on the left. Ifrit's only got a right on the 6, so I don't want to do that. So it's like, okay, let's look. Do they have a card that has a top of 6 or more? No, they don't. Well, if I play him here, I have now basically made both of those cards safe, because they can't take a 7 or a 5. So that's what you want to attempt to do, is think ahead, look at what there is, and go, okay, if I play this card here, is it safe? If the card that I'm taking, is that safe? And you want to make sure that one of those is at least safe. And if they're safe, then you can basically go, okay, well, I can play that here, and then you will essentially keep a permanent advantage in that way. Now here, it's like, okay, well, I can't, take the card on the left or the right, because I don't have the strength for it. So I just need to play something that will protect me from where he's going to put that last card. He's going to put it in the bottom, so I just play Mog here. Mog basically can't be taken, neither can the other cards, and I win. And I'm going to take a Tri-Phase back, because let's see if I can demonstrate a different, where I have less or more safe things to work on. Okay, so now he played an Abyss Worm, which I really need to win this game, because I really want that card. Okay, yeah, so that's basically their strategy. They will play across the top row unless you screw that up by putting something up there. So now we're back in the same position here, okay? I want to take the card in the top left, because he will not be able to take it back once I do so, because he put something to the right of it already. And this is how Triple Triad goes. It's basically a trade-off. You play something, trying to take his card, and doing so in a way that where your card and the card that he played are protected enough so that he can't immediately take one back, which would create a chain of trades. So I look and say, okay, well, the card in the top left, I need greater than a 2. So that's why I have King Tonberry here. And because he can take this here, and he'll be protected because they don't have a left of 7. No Behemoth this time. and there's a couple other cards that have that. So basically, this is now protected. He had no choice but to play something that he couldn't do anything with, essentially. And now we're back to my turn with essentially the same setup. Like, you know, okay, well, what can we play here? By default, I can play Ifrit in the bottom right. He would be safe. Pretty much, period. There's very few things with A's on the bottom, or 9s and A's on the right. So, looking at this here, it's like if I play Mog underneath there, he can put the card, his second card here, take Mog, and then I would basically have been screwed because Mog is now basically invincible. Which would, since I would be taking a card and losing one, the advantage would still remain mine, so let's do that. There. Now I don't have to really worry about Mog, I just have to worry about whatever I put down, is he going to be able to take back, because both of my cards will take the Thrust Davis in the middle there. Okay, since Mog is his own, no matter what it is, he can't take that back, so there. There. And give me back my Abyss Worm. Yeah. Now, let's see what time I'm at. Keep forgetting that it does that. Cut that part out. Okay, well, alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do all that and come back, and we're gonna get ready for the next segments of the game. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and I now have pretty much all the cards that I could possibly ever want in the history of everything, including some I hadn't won before, like a Chimera. I got a couple of those. I got a Hex Dragon finally. Turnipod. I pretty much completed from level 1 to 3 with all the cards. I also found Snow Lion, and I wanted to get a couple of these as possible. I have 5 more Abyss Worms. And I managed to get 4 Marlboros, like a crap ton of Ruby Dragons, as well as many Tonberry Kings and regular Tonberries that I can get my hands on because I need Chef's Knives. As well as winning back pretty much every card that I had lost, just to have for completion's sake in case I need it. But yeah, let's do some modding here. I obviously want all my tornado windmills back. I'm not gonna worry about those right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find creeps. I tried to get a couple of these for a reason. For and get that here, and just make 3 Chef's Knives. I still want to keep one because I want to use this card. I should have kept a Marlboro, but I can always win another one of those back before really getting into anything. But yeah, let's go change into her. Get Mr. Cursor off the screen now. Actually, no. We have the dormitory here. So we need to rest up. Oh. Well, there we go. And rest up there. I think Kisis will remain in the party regardless, even though you can't actually use her for this next part. But I do want to have her learn Bad Breath. Anything else? Everything so far. You want to just keep track every time you get some kind of new weird item as a drop or something. You know, make sure you check to see if it's a blue magic spell first. So those 3 girls out there are actually probably the easiest to win your starting cards from. That was how I managed to get cards before going to the fire cavern. Who am I gonna be with? Zell. Huh. He's just loud. Aw. And then we get cutscene time of him showing himself off. He is the monk of this game. Not as cool as Tifa from the last one, but not the worst guy in the world. I don't know why he bothered like wiping his hand off before asking me to shake it. And this is his limit break setting, or his limit break here. He essentially has the combo stuff that Mika had, except it's manual, and you can it basically gives you a timer, and as long as you keep inputting moves before the time ends, you can keep going. So it's a lot like the what are those things called in Final Fantasy XII? Well, he whooped me. Kind of just cut my face open. Well, fuck him. Yeah, we knew that. Why is my teacher always mocking me? Squad leader. I want to bow down to that guy. Say what? Well, then we're screwed. Of course he's here. And those are his two flunkies. They make up what is the quote-unquote disciplinary committee. Which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Okay. Open door. And she burned him. You burned. He left himself wide open for that. The list of Jericho? No. Before, Jericho got a list over in wrestling, Seifer was putting people on the list. So, not only is Seifer my squad leader, but my teacher, who continues to mock me, is in charge. Teamwork my ass. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, squad leader. Squad leader. Well, by everyone, you mean like the 6 people? Yeah. Look here. It's this game's Sid. I mean, it's been a while. Have you just been sitting in your office the entire time? Well, yeah. So basically, this is a sort of trial by fire as far as, can you cut it as a mercenary? Well, we're going to put you immediately into an assignment where the consequences are real. Yes. Don't lean forward creepily like that, guy. Yeah. So basically, yeah, if it's go do this mission. If you fail, we'll get it done anyway. So we're still gonna get paid, but that just means you suck, and we don't want you to be. It never mentions who those 9 seed members are. You never see them. They're kind of just hanging out in the background. What if I don't want them? Well, I guess I wouldn't have shown up at this little dorm here if I didn't. Thank you, Sid. This is one of the few games where they tried to give Sid, character development. Oh, good lord. going on too long. Because we leave in the car. Alright, now basically, actually I'm going to cut this off here, because he wants to see my gun blade. But yeah, next time we'll go through our little sequence here on Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and have a good night.